Hello everybody, Frozen Duels here with another deck profile. Today I'm showing you a Mermail Atlantean deck profile. And before I start this video, I want to say that I'm sorry I couldn't get a good duel replay for this, because I literally just made this deck and it's really, really awesome. But I haven't been playing it long enough to be good, so I haven't gotten a good replay to show you yet. But if you want to see one, then make sure to tell me in the comments below, because I definitely will post a secondary video of a few duel replays with this deck. Well, without further ado, let's get on to the deck profile. So, this is a water deck that revolves around putting cards in the graveyard to add cards to your hand and make lots of cool stuff. But yeah, so let's go. So, we'll start out with 3 Mermail Nebtabyss. This is your searcher for any Mermail monster, and you only have to discard 1 card to special summon it. It's a level 7, and it has a really high defense, so it's really good. I'm debating on running 2 of these because I think that Abyss Megalo is a lot more useful, just because its effect is better, but I'm not sure. You can either run 2 Nebtabyss and 3 Megalo, or the way I have it right now. So now I'm playing 2 Megalo. This is discard 2 water monsters, so it is a higher cost than this. And you can special summon it. Also, it's your searcher for Mermail spell and trap cards. So this one's the monsters, this one's spell and trap. And also, I like this card's effect a lot better because you can tribute a monster and this card can attack twice. And it is a 2400 beater, so it's pretty good. Next, we have 1 Poseidon, the Atlantean Dragon, to top off our level 7s. I play 1 of these. Some people don't, but I just kind of like it because it's searchable with a lot of cards. And you can special summon it from the graveyard or the hand, so it works really well with Sacred Sword. On to level 4s and stuff, we have Aqua Spirit, just because you can special summon it really easily. 3 Abyss Pike. 3's been working pretty well for me. You get to discard and search, so it's basically just amazing. 1 Abyss Sturge. This card's okay. I haven't found much use for it, but I keep it in here anyway. So when it's normal special summoned, you can discard 1 water monster and then add 1 from your graveyard to your hand. So it's like Abyss Pike, except you get a search from your graveyard instead of your deck. Next we have Atlantean Dragons. This card is just so OP. Not so much because of the first effect, which is admittedly really good, but the second effect, you can add any sea serpent type monster. So you can just go ham. You can either get Megalo or Poseidon, or even however you pronounce that weird stuff. Level 3s, we got Abyss Gunda. Discard to the graveyard. You can special summon a Mermail in your graveyard, so that's pretty good. That's one of the discard costs. Abyss Linda, I play this just in case I get a terrible hand, and if I set this, if it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, special summon a Mermail from your deck, so you can then bring out Abyss DS because of its 2400 defense. Running 2 Abyss Dine, because when it's added to your hand, you can special summon it, and then you can special summon another Mermail from your graveyard, so it's just really good in general. 1 Mauling Glacier, the Elemental Ward. This is kind of a test, but it's been working pretty well for me. So if you haven't heard of this card, it's a level 7, which is admittedly a plus. It's a water type, and its effect is cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by having exactly 5 water monsters in your graveyard. So it's pretty easy to bring out if you have it in your hand at the right time. And also when it's special summoned, you can discard 2 cards from your opponent's hand, so that's just kind of an added bonus. The bad thing about it is if it leaves the field, you skip the battle phase of your next turn, so that can get in your way, but if you're pushing really hard, this is a great card. Onto the Atlantean monsters, we got 2 Marksmen, just because if you discard it, it destroys a set monster. Also, its first effect is pretty good too, inflicts battle damage, special summon a level 4 or lower sea serpent type Atlantean monster from your deck, so basically heavy infantry. I think Poseidon is a target too. Dragoons, Neptabyss. Next we have heavy infantry. This is the other side of Atlantean Marksman. When it's discarded, you can target a face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. So this card targets face-down cards, this one targets face-up. And also, it gives you an extra normal summon for a sea serpent type monster, which is pretty good. Next we won 1 Deep Sea Diva. Do I really even need to explain it? This card with Neptabyss is just like instant OTK city. It's just so good. And now for the main card of this deck that has made it competitive, Neptabyss the Atlantean Prince. This is like an OTK machine. You will rule the world with this card. Just so good. So its effect is you can send one Atlantean monster from your deck to the graveyard to add one to your hand. So basically you can send Marksman, activate its effect, or send Dragoons, get another search out. It's just really good. And then you get a search from it. Also, if this card is sent to the graveyard, so that's a discard effect too, for like Abyss Megalo and Abysstius, you can special summon one Atlantean monster in your graveyard, Poseidra. So it's just really good. it OTKs like crazy, and it's like the new card this deck that has made this deck like good in the meta. For the spells, I run one Mask Change 2, just because this has no back row in it other than acid, and everything is water, so it's just kind of why not. 3 Moray of Greed. This has been a really good consistency card. You can run Duality, I don't recommend it, or Upstart too, but I just found this to be really good. 1 Sacred Sword, mainly for dumping Poseidra, but you can do it for these guys too. Soul Charge, self-explanatory. Abyss Scale of the Mizuchi, I like to search this out with Abyss Megalo when I do it, and then, like, he's 3200, and with his effect he can attack twice. That's beast. It's just beast. And it negates a spell card, so that's pretty good. I run through Reckless Greed for the traps, just for consistency. For the rest of the traps, we got 2 Abyss Sphere, special summon an instant Mermail from your deck, what's not to love, and an Abyss Squall. So if you have 3 or more in your graveyard, special summon them in defense position, and their effects are negated and can't declare an attack, and they're destroyed during the end phase. So this is basically just for if you're pushing for Poseidra, or if you're pushing for like a good Synchro or a good Xe, that's the card for you. I don't run more, simply because I find that so often I have more than 3 of my monster zones filled up that it's useless and I can't special summon anything. But it's good when you're in a rut. Now onto the extra deck, we have 1 Acid, like I said earlier, just for back row takedown. 1 Child Dragon, I almost read the Japanese name there. It's basically just a water synchro tuner. It's pretty good, and you can use a synchro material monster from your hand. So that's also good. Helps you bring out higher level ones, and it's unaffected by other monster effects. So it's just a generally okay card. For level 5, we got Armides. Just in general. For level 6s, I'm trying out Blackwing just because it's generic. Blackwing Nothung, the Starlight. This is a new card and it's only in the OCG. Sorry, at least I think it is. So this is an OCG deck profile. Forgot to mention that. But basically, inflict 800 damage and drain 800 attack and defense. Just really good in general. Then 1 Duelarin, just because it is a water deck. It's pretty good. 1 Gugnir, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. It can, like, you know, discard 2 cards, so that sets off effects. And it destroys cards on the field, so it's just generally really good. And it's a level 7, so. And 1 Crimson Blader for the level 8, just to shut down opponents' OTKs. Now onto the Xyz. We got Abyss Trite and a Leviathan. I tend to go into Abyss Trite when I, like, actually have 2 level 3s, but Leviathan's just here for when I, like, get Bahamut Shark out. Level 4s, we got Castell. Abyss Dweller, which is, like, even better in this deck, just because it has that secondary water effect with, like, plus 500 attack for all monsters, which can potentially be a game changer. And we got Bahamut Shark and full armored Black Ray Lancer. I cannot say that. These 2 cards work really well together, because you can summon Bahamut, use his effect to bring out Leviathan or Abyss Trite if you really want to, and then you can put Black Ray Lancer on top of Leviathan or Abyss Trite because of its effect, and it's a pretty good beat stick, so there you go. And for the level 7s, we have Big Eye. I don't run Dracosac because it's just my personal opinion. I don't like him. I just think Big Eye is a lot better. You can run Dracosac if you want to, but Big Eye is my #1 choice. And Mermail Abyss Geos. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's just 2800 attack, so like strongest in the deck unless you count Megalo with his equip card. And it shuts down level 5 or higher plays. So unless your opponent has a level 4 or lower monster with over 2800 attack, nothing's happening to this guy. It does limit your own monsters too, though, which stinks. Well, guys, that's it for this deck profile. If you want to see something else, like I've been working on an Infernoid one, then make sure to leave a like down below. I really appreciate it. And I guess I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.